Yo, you listening to the Oprah Rose Show with TT and Gigi, and yeah, get it poppin'.
Thoughts. Everything begins with thoughts.
She's a slut, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that.
We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much.
It's about people being uncomfortable with women owning their sexuality.
What is the truest, highest vision that you hold for yourself?
I'm a real ass bitch, and I'm gonna get everything that I'm gonna get on my own.
I know for sure. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you believe.
I love that this is like friends of the show.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, and they're like everybody's obviously a friend of the show that we have on the show. Mm-hmm. But this is like for real. Like the girls were fucked up last weekend together, making pancakes and shit, being line cooks at 6 in the morning.
Y'all really made pancakes?
Homemade. Bacon, vegan sausage, bomb ass eggs.
Oh, you had a real midnight breakfast.
Literally, that's how.
Well, I mean, it was past midnight, but
fucked
you know
up.
what I mean,
I've never done that.
The sun was down still.
It was coming.
It was coming up.
By the time everybody left, the sun was up, like fully. It wasn't even like peaking. She was fully up. I've never even made a sandwich for a nigga after sex. So for me to like make breakfast for people is like a big thing. Like,
oh, don't say that because you nigga gonna be mad.
And now you gotta make a sandwich.
I'm not doing that. So yeah, exactly. Like,
I order some food.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing that. Mayne, aka Gucci Mane,
the Gucci Mane,
aka
Gucci Mane.
the
DeLeon
mommy.
DeLeon Donette.
The DeLeon Donette.
I love it.
That's what our friend calls her. The DeLeon Donette.
Yes, the DeLeon doll.
The originator of RAV Club, which is Rich Auntie Vibes. Thank you.
Yes.
Mayne.
I mean, listen, the whole time y'all saying shit, she just over here like, yeah,
pulling her hair behind her ears.
She said, bookie, boo, and a lean.
Why you seeing shit yet? Like, she's just over there collecting her accolades.
Right.
But if you was watching it on YouTube, you would see what she was doing.
Facts.
Okay?
Facts.
You would know.
Okay.
No bad bitch.
The big purr. The biggest.
How did I forget?
The biggest.
The biggest purr.
The biggest purr.
Rawr. How did I forget that? How?
Now, is purr for coochie? The people want to know.
No, wait. I honestly, all jokes aside, I really did forget who is Big. Oh, Coyle Ray. I was like, who is? They gonna give me Big Purr. Yeah. I was like,
call me Big Purr.
Yeah,
because I make that pussy purr. Okay, right.
But Pooh Shiesty was the Big Purr, or what was he?
What's up, man?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot how we got to Big Purr, but
how you doing?
You know, we chilling.
We so happy to have you.
I'm so happy to be with y'all. It's like, it's family.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Fam bam.
It is. So, Mayne, I mean, it's unfortunate that you're from the DC area.
Wow.
But
that's aggressive.
Not unfortunate.
Come on, classic DC Baltimore.
That's unfortunate
rival.
as well.
I mean,
it's unfortunate that you're from the PG County.
At least I'm a part of the DMV area.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
No, the DMV stretches from 410 to 757.
No,
it does not include Baltimore, and I don't know why you just did that.
Please be clear.
Let it.
No,
it won't.
We should all be celebrating.
Baltimore's out of town. Please be clear.
And won't. Literally, I'm the same way. And won't. And I'm about to kick you in your damn forehead.
Wait, I'm so confused. I'm like, Baltimore's not
No.
Baltimore has a whole different dialect. Let's be clear.
Because it's DMV.
Yeah, DC,
Maryland,
Southern Maryland,
Virginia,
and Northern Virginia. That's
no.
So why ain't it DCSMV?
Shit, I don't know. Nigga, talk to the people. We ain't invent that.
I would love to know who
Because
decided.
as an outsider, it's unclear.
Baltimore's out of town.
But I am clear on the.
But I think it's like, honestly,
Baltimore is an hour away from my fucking house. It is out of town.
So is Virginia, but then even Virginia gets a little crazy. Like, because the same way Virginia, I don't know the regions of Virginia that they only claim, but like
North Virginia.
I think
Virginia
I think it probably
included,
like stops at
clear.
Norfolk or some shit like that.
At Norfolk, it's probably Alexandria.
Yeah. My bad. I was
get the first city over, and that's it.
It's not going to Petersburg.
It's not giving Virginia.
DMV. Norfolk is not Atlanta. Okay,
I'm dead.
Not Atlanta. It's giving.
It's not Atlanta.
It's giving and
Just
not
open
DMV.
it up. Extend it to everybody.
No.
For what?
I had somebody I was
exclusive
talking.
clubs over here, baby.
Hello, and I love exclusivity. Hello,
Love exclusivity.
Okay. Shit. No,
And
I really
cheers
did.
to that.
Cheers. I had somebody that was like,
Everybody else lump
he
us
said,
together.
what? He's like, oh, I've never heard of Maryland, but he had heard of Baltimore. And that's why I would like jokingly, I was like, yes, Baltimore.
No, yeah, no. And like when I was in college, I used to always say I'm from
never
DC
heard of
specifically
Maryland.
because if you say you're from Maryland,
They like
niggas
what?
be like, oh, Baltimore. I'm like, no, nigga, that's out of town. I don't even know what's in Baltimore.
Yeah,
That
no.
was like me in DC. Like I didn't really go to DC much as a child. Like
Yeah, like,
it
it's
was
out of town.
Yeah, I was like, for what? Yeah,
It's giving like a
shit.
weekend
Yeah.
excavation. Like
Like we about to be out here for the weekend. We staying for the weekend.
literally, it's giving
Wow.
hotel
It's like you
stay.
going to Chicago.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, because
Fair.
Chicago is how far from?
2 hours.
Yeah, like it's like
A
Y'all
little
are, okay.
bit, but
Enough
2
of this
hours.
because it is not 2 hours, y'all. Y'all are bugging, but it is not 2 hours.
it is, people.
Because I'm like, I done rode that high. What's that highway between DC and Baltimore?
295.
Yeah, I done rode that.
But my parents are close. They are close.
I mean, yeah,
Like,
her
they're
house is
close.
like
Yeah.
close.
It's literally, yeah, it's close.
Like I went to high school. I went to
I was like, no.
Calling out your parents.
Right, like no,
Yeah,
like
I
I
was
went to
like-
my girlfriend's. I remember I went to her bridal shower in Baltimore, and it was in the deep in Baltimore. I was like, bitch.
you far.
I was like, where? I wanted to stay the night. I was like, can I stay over? Like, I'm not driving back over to
I'll help you clean up.
Upper Marlboro. Like,
Can I get a
nigga.
blanket, bitch?
I can't. So y'all met, and that's how we all became friends. You and G worked together.
Yes.
And then you also, so
May
you
cover my
studied-
maternity leave.
Is that how y'all met?
Yes,
Or, okay,
that was
okay.
my first meeting with her. She was like, she held me down.
Okay.
And my
I
most
thought y'all knew each other longer than
no,
that.
we just clicked.
I know, low
just
key. I don't know if I knew. I'm learning so many things. How you and 6'6" Poppy met. Like
I
I'm
mean,
learning
he
so
told
many
on me.
things. So many things. But so previously before that, again, like we said, you lived in DC. Now you studied abroad. Like what
Yep.
was that like?
It was amazing. Like, you know, I went to undergrad in North Carolina, second DC, at Greensboro. And then I moved back home, back to Maryland. And then it was like, oh, what do you want to do? My sister told me like one of our old classmates from like elementary school, middle school was like studying it in London. And I was like, you know what? I could study abroad. Like I wanted to study abroad in college, never did it because they didn't have a program that kind of went with my credits, and I had way too many fucking credits. I was the overachiever in school, 21 credits every semester,
Oh my God.
honors
Wow.
college.
But y'all was scratching 12.
I don't even know how
into
many
my
you
senior
needed.
year.
I came in as
21 credits, and that was
I
to
came into
graduate.
college as a second semester freshman, first semester sophomore. Like
Wow.
all my AP courses. So like what people don't know is like I really was like a overachiever as a kid, as a student. Like I was really that.
But why do you think that is? I feel like
Because I was always like the cool kid at the same time. Like I was always at all the
Your
parties.
mom's an
always-
educator.
Yes.
Okay.
So my mother's an educator.
You gotta throw that in there first.
right. You do. You do have to leave with that.
But to be honest, my mother never had to like be on me. Like it was never. She never like. I just wanted to be like. It was just me
You
wanting to
wanted
be
that for
great,
yourself.
like to be that
I love
person. Like
that.
so, it was just like. She's always talking. She's like, yeah, I never had to like tell you to stay up for your homework or do your papers or whatever or study. Like I always got good grades. I'm the person in my class who's arguing with my teacher because my grade isn't better because I know more than them. Like
Yeah.
that was me. So I mean,
I actually did that a couple times.
I've gotten in trouble a couple times because of my mouth. Like, nah, nigga, and I pulled it because I'm black card because I went to a white high school. I've done it all. Like, so you gonna give me a B because I'm black?
I'm dead. I fucking
And
hate
what
school.
I also learned about Mayne too that I had no idea about is you dancer. Like so in high school you was like
Oh yeah, I
teaching
was the captain of
dance,
the dance team. Everything.
captain of the dance team. I had no
danced
idea.
since I was 3 years old. My original goal was to be a professional dancer. Then I realized I was short.
I'm dead.
Well, I don't know shit about shit. But Mayne is the one, that's why Jesse's in Dada now. Like Mayne she planted the seed 2 years ago.
Yeah.
She was like, you wanna move to LA, like you should put her in Debbie Allen. She got a studio out there.
Yeah.
This is what it's at. And then when I moved, I started clocking it, but that's because of Mayne.
Come on,
Look at
dance.
her.
Extracurricular
Now
activities.
she got you up at 7 in the morning on a
Literally.
Sunday.
But look, the dog loves it,
Right.
And I'm here for it. Telling her recital schedules and everything.
Literally. She was like, so when the recital coming up? Because it's supposed to be around May, June. And then like 2 weeks later, I got an email and I screenshot it to her like, well, damn, bitch. I guess she was right.
But no, yeah. So I mean, I used to be a dance coach. My first job actually was teaching dance across the country. So I traveled teaching dance. Like,
this is in high school?
Yeah, right out of high school, I started traveling the country teaching dance to like.
I know that's right.
And so yeah, no about.
Can you teach me how to do a split?
Let's go.
So I can show my nigga.
You gonna do it on the dick?
And you know you don't even gotta get down that low on the dick.
I gotta get low first. Like, you gotta work your way up to that. Like,
I asked Mayne that one time, like, you be doing a split during sex? Like,
absolutely.
How do you?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
My God.
I know. I was like, wow, you must be a really good time.
She said, right. And she said, absolutely. There was no hesitation.
None at all.
Really big purr. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
She left with that big purr.
Right. Well, let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, let's get the fuck out of high school. So you're here, obviously, and you've been here. And one of your titles is the RAV Club, which is Rich Auntie Vibes. And you know, back in the day, I feel like there was a stigma around, you know, you not having children and being, especially being like 30 something shit. Like I'm literally a spinster at this point, and no children. And like, I feel like that it's a shift of like women that are either, I literally saw my homegirl today. She's like, I'm not having kids. Like, she's like, no, I'm not. She's like, are you crazy? Like, I would never want to do that. And there's a shift of women that either don't have them or like don't want them or whatever. I'm like, how did the RAV Club, how did this come about?
So it's crazy because like I had a couple of friends who started having kids, and I love children. So let's be very clear. Like, I love babies. I love, you know, TT Mayne. I'm taking your kid out. I'm waiting on Janae to bring Jessie over so she can come to the East Coast and so we can hang out and go have tea time at Lauder Ray, you know, do it all. I'm ready to be a girly girl with my boobs, okay? So, but yeah, like, and so I was just like, I'm gonna be a rich auntie. Like, you know, I had good jobs, and it was just like, I'm gonna get you, you know, I want to spoil the babies. But at the same token, like, if I don't have a kid, it's cool. If I want children, yes. So I think that's a very big misconception. It's like a lot of people, they say like, oh, like you don't want children. It's like, no, I want kids. But I'm not just having kids with any nigga. Let's be very clear.
Right.
Intentional.
Very intentional. I'm not about to just...
Intentional life-saving. Shit.
Hello?
I was like, fucking
like,
literal.
Yeah, like, like, you know,
having a kid with the wrong nigga will literally ruin your life.
Yeah. And I've seen it happen to too many of my friends, too many people. So like, it's given... I'm not afraid of getting an abortion.
Come on now.
Wait, what?
Come on now.
I'm not like.
Speaking of,
there's no shame in that.
There's no
it's
shame.
None,
it's
but
nothing.
I know that's where we was going.
Literally, me.
Ain't no shame in that because
like,
women should have the right to say what they want to do with their body.
Yeah. And like, so if I know you an ancient nigga and like we just fucking around or whatever, I'm not about to carry this kid for 9 months and be alone for the rest of my life with this baby.
Right.
Nah, I'm good.
And I can still have a good time.
And I can still, like, it's given also, if I have a baby for a nigga, guess what? That's your kid. Take care of this motherfucker.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Like,
absolutely.
Please.
I don't need any interruptions in my life.
The thing I love about Rich Auntie Vibes is that it's just like about celebrating where you are in life. So like you said, like, yeah, I would love to have children if that happens for me one day. That's something I want. But right now, like, I'm living, I'm spending, I'm having a great time. And I feel like that's so important because, you know, we're so stigmatized to be in one box. Like, oh, if you don't have a kid by 32, 33 or whatever, like, it's over for you. No, no. I'm just saying in general.
Think about
like, get to your 30s, it's like,
it is.
People start wondering, questioning. Like,
is it really around
bitch,
like
maybe I want to wait till I'm 39.
And I think it's also, keep in mind, I think it's a little different in a major city. So in LA or New York, there's a lot of transplants, and most people move here for work and careers.
Right.
So no, do I think you get it as much? No, but like if we all, you know, we still lived in Indiana or Maryland, it's like abso-fucking-lutely they're looking at you crazy. Because then
how many
isn't it
times
35?
Are they asking you, like, when you gonna have a kid?
All the time. Like, and is it like after 35, you know, your eggs decrease. So it's like you really have to think about how we talked about last episode.
Yeah.
Like, you have to think about family planning. It's like, what am I going to do? Like, or is it just like, I'm healthy? It's all these things that there is pressure, I feel like. That it's like,
and it's also internal pressure women put on themselves every day, you know.
And that.
And thank God, like, I have a mother who does not pressure me at all. She's like, so when we going on our next trip, like that's baby, you know, baby D, like baby D is she's ready to be like.
I've heard this name before.
That's my mama.
Baby D. That's what I call her too.
Yeah, that's
Baby
and everybody
D.
call baby D baby D. That's what she go by.
I love
But
it.
like, you know, like I definitely am appreciative. Like my mother had us late, me and my sister. She had me at 34, my sister at 36, right? So like even then I'm still like, I still got time.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
you know, like I don't, so she's never pressured me to be like, you know, like, oh, I want grandbabies, blah, blah, blah. Like, my daddy tried it one time. I told that nigga, you got 9 grandkids already on with the motherfuckers. Be clear. Hey, yo, be clear.
You can leave me alone.
Leave me up. Because I feel like we see it more and more. Like, I actually know, you know, in like working in music, I know more women without children that do have them. And sometimes I'm like, is this what I want my life to be like? And I'm like, at this point, I don't really care. It is what it is. Like, if it is, it is. If it ain't, it ain't. Like, it's giving, I'm just here. Like, I'm fine either way. But like, that pressure is definitely still there.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, one of my good girlfriends happened to ask me the other day and was like, actually on my birthday, she was like, when you gonna have kids? Your mother wants grandkids. And I was like, I ain't say that shit. I don't give a damn.
Not a motherfucker is like putting stuff on you.
Right.
Like, don't project.
Yeah, but she has 2 kids.
Yeah.
So and it's just like, but for her, she's like, when you gonna have kids so they can play with my kids? Like, girl.
And
You
still,
got all our other
projecting.
friends.
It's
Exactly. All our other friends have
It's
kids.
so much. And you know what else I was thinking about? I think when men don't get that. Men do
At
not
all.
get. Men
Because
do
they can
not
have kids
get
up to the day they die.
Exactly. They don't
Yeah.
get the like. If your homeboy got a kid, it ain't no like, yo, bruh, when you joining the dad club. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know, but like,
It's not giving
but
a
it's not
dog.
the
I
same
will
level of
say
pressure.
I have listened to a couple podcasts where it has come up where if they're in a cast and some of them have kids, it has come up like, well, you can't answer this because you don't have kids, or like he'll preface with that. So it's a thing,
But
but
that's
it's not
different.
as-
Also, than
different,
like,
like-
yeah, that's
Yeah.
different than like when or even like when I posted G's engagement. Do you know how many people asked me was I getting engaged? And I was like,
Yeah, people
don't
thought it was
know.
my hand.
I don't know.
Because me and
Don't
G
have
almost
it.
like the same complexion. So everybody was like, bitch, I was like, it's not my hand.
Yeah, but
Okay,
it's
let me
like,
have a tag
Because my
here.
sister
Yeah.
was so nondescript. She was just like, yeah, I just gonna get
she's
this
like, it's
hand.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
G's engagement post was very nondescript. So like when we reposted it, I did like it. I had like 60% of the comments were like, oh, when are you gonna get engaged? And I was like, you would never ask this to a man. Like
Right.
you would never,
Exactly. You never
you would
ask.
never
And I
ask a
hate
man
that.
like,
That's-
when are you? It's
Absolutely.
like, stay, mind your monkey.
Right.
Like,
But
literally.
my question to you, a man would never post that, right?
Punch did.
Yes.
Oh,
Shit.
obviously.
Yeah, I was like, he did.
a king.
And I bet you not one of them
He
friends.
reposted everybody. I didn't even really repost
Look,
nobody.
she didn't post nobody. I'm like, damn,
She
bitch.
was like, I posted it, and
I
that's
posted
it.
it, and that's what you gonna get. He
Yeah.
reposted. He's also the
It
groomzilla.
is giving
child.
Groomzilla. I called it from the
Not
beginning.
Groomzilla.
Mayne did. Yes, he's. This is Punch's wedding. It's not. I'm the.
It's giving Aries energy. I'm not gonna hold you.
It's big
Oh
Aries energy
yeah,
over here.
yeah. I can see that. Oh, I can totally see that.
It's
Dang.
giving heavy on the
I be
every.
like
you
forgetting
think
he's
it
an
is.
Aries.
Yeah, I do too. I
Yeah.
always forget.
Damn.
I always forget. Yeah.
But no,
Well,
yeah,
show up, sis.
you know.
But it's just, yeah, I hate that. I do. I mean, hopefully, just like, you know, women wearing their bellies out. We
Yeah.
break all of these these
Yeah, no.
these projections rather.
Absolutely, and
misconceptions.
and also for people to stop saying, you know, one of my biggest things that I hate is when people are like, oh, you don't have kids, so you can't say nothing, you don't know, and it's like,
I
and
disagree.
actually, I know, you know, out of all of my friends,
you were somebody who would say that, like,
No,
I
I
disagree
with that statement.
With
Like-
that statement.
Got it.
like, and it's very surprising to most of my
It
friends
is.
because I'm like the most maternal person out of
Right.
all of my friends. Like,
Mayne is giving me tips, and that's why I say like I disagree because you just never know what somebody else's experiences is. My doula didn't have any children, but she was skilled. She had a skill set that I didn't have, and so I just feel like you can't eliminate what somebody's experience or skill set or just
advice.
maternal or advice is just because they are absent of this. Now, yeah. Are they not there in the day to day? They don't have that. Sure, but that doesn't mean
it's
that
not-
they can't provide a
right,
resource.
and I'm not saying
to
my
you.
word is Bible, right? But I'm
Right.
saying like I've experienced. Oh, your child is teething.
Right.
Hey, maybe you should try to put some fruit in the fridge, in the freezer, freeze it over, and help. And they can chew on
grapes.
it. And, you know,
Some
like,
grapes in the
and they can
freezer.
chew on it. And it helps. It's both a sweetener and it helps alleviate the toothache.
You sent me some shoes. To
Yeah,
get
like
Jesse
for her
when she
walking. Yep. And I was like,
You was like, no, she got to get them. What's
the stride right?
Yeah.
I was like,
my mother literally
and I
told
was
me,
like,
they do not
but
put
Jesse,
stride rights on the baby.
but look,
no more.
literally a week and a
I'm
half
like,
later, Jesse was
try
walking.
right.
Yeah,
Because
right.
she
She
was.
was.
The baby's in
You gotta have
Gucci's now.
structure.
Yeah.
Right, they be trying to get
You
the
need
babies the
old
Gucci's and the new
school.
Jordans and
Right.
shit. Like, get that baby some stride
Okay,
right.
but here's the thing. I will say, I think because I'm nurturing, but I'm not maternal. And so I will preface everything with like, yeah, I ain't got no kids. I can't speak on it. I don't know. And I literally said, I was like, I do not want to talk about shows. And here I am talking about a show. And, you know, there's a scene in Ladies Who List on OWN, and they get into this huge debacle, this huge
And I hated it.
debate.
Yes, that scene
And
made me
but
so
low
fucking
key,
mad.
I saw both sides because it's like, I do think there was a part, you know, one of the cast members that does have a child was talking to another cast member that does not have a child. And what was it? She's like, oh, you can't say it because you're a
like,
mother
you don't
or
understand,
something.
like,
you don't
you don't have
understand.
kids.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. And I do
about,
think
like, being friends. It was like so petty.
Yes, it was
And
like
making
something.
new friends.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't have
Yeah.
time to make new friends.
Like, and it's
because
like, no,
I
people
have
make time.
kids.
I feel like people make time for what they want to
Right.
make time for. That's
Right.
very fucking clear.
Right.
Like, I know people who, because my friends who got kids, them niggas with me in the club every week. Let's be clear.
But I do think that
They got a daddy.
I was just about to say, but I do think that it also comes from a good support system. Like, 'cause there are people that I think that
But
are
these
like
two women were talking
strapped
about
to.
these were also two women who said they had a good support system. So
Yeah.
they just was being nasty.
Yeah.
And just saying like, oh, I don't have time for you. Like, if you don't like me, just say that shit.
Right.
Right. Right.
Be clear.
Just tell me what it is for real. Don't use your kids
don't use your
as,
kid- exactly,
as an
like, 'cause-
excuse to not be my friend.
Because you friends with this other bitch every day, and y'all hanging out without your kids.
I mean,
Like, even if your mommy friends, you still probably hang out without your kids.
Yeah.
So you make time for that. Like,
Yeah.
so to be clear.
it's hard making new friends sometimes, though.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that was
But my ass seem to make them every day.
Hello.
I could see that. I could see that.
I'm like, I don't have time. Like, I don't want new friends. Yeah, but she's like 2 years old now at this point. Like,
I will say the
don't
thing
really do
about
friends.
Mayne is that it's crazy that y'all met when she was going on maternity leave, because in my mind you have been around for so long that
it feels like it.
given.
Right, so that's what. So for you, it doesn't feel like new friend, because technically that is a new friendship that we're all cultivating. But like, stay around, sis, because I didn't even realize that shit.
Yes.
All I can say, like, you my girl.
So obviously, man, you do not have children. Are you dating? What is your relationship
What
status?
the lick read?
Relationship status is, it is what it is. We figured it out. But I do, for me, it's like definitely like, and I feel like I intimidate niggas sometimes because of the independentness that I have, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm never going to need you for anything. I want you for things, but I'm never going to need you to do things I need to do, right?
What you need them to do, because I know.
Lay the dick and pop this pussy right.
I'm dead.
I call Mayne a pimp. She's a pimp.
I'm dead.
She literally is like, I don't rely on these niggas for nothing but sex.
So, and I
Verbatim.
think it's. I'm literally like, where's my thought going? Because I'm still like, okay. I was literally just like, okay, wait a minute.
You told me that.
That was me.
There's sometimes, all these conversations about like being soft or like the wants versus needs. And I think it differs for each person, because I do think a lot of times, sometimes like heterosexual men feel this like
Here she go.
inherent, I have to be clear about it. 'Cause seriously, it is a difference.
yeah.
Like, they have this inherent need to feel needed and not wanted. And there is a difference. And for a very, very long time, I did not understand the
men
difference.
in general.
Like
Fair.
I think sometimes people, like,
and I think there is a point of when I would need, but like, I never want you to feel like you have one up on me, or like, oh, this bitch needs me. Like, I don't ever want to.
So that is my issue. That is
Right.
why I can't, because to me, I think the conversation that I had about that is like, it's more so you are my person.
Right.
Yes, like I want
my
to
relationship.
need you, but it's more. It's once I feel comfortable. Once you make me let down my barriers, let down my guard. Like I'm not because and that's the other thing that men don't, or heterosexual men, or most even people, right, don't understand that you have to allow people to open up to you, right? Like I'm not gonna just open up to you. Like when me and G became friends, we wasn't like when I met her in the office. It was just like, oh, okay, like it was like, hey, and then it was like, oh, okay, like this my bitch. Like we got similar. You know, she played plies in the office. I was like, yes, bitch.
She played plies.
You know, Miss Pretty Pussy was pretty pussy.
It was a bonding.
Yeah, because that's very specific.
It's so specific.
If somebody's playing that and that's your shit, like that's your homie.
Damn, I think I fucked with you.
It was like, you know, like I mean, now granted that was later on down the friendship, but like you know,
still,
but like
it's
even
solidified.
still, but like it's like people don't realize that relationships take time, right? Like like all relationships are relationships, whether it's a friendship, a marriage, mother-daughter, daughter, father, mother, son. All of those take time and need to be cultivated regardless of who you are. People, and everybody's different. So you can't assume that as soon as we start dating or start talking that I'm going to need you.
Right. And also men have to raise a lot of men want to be needed but don't rise to the occasion to provide. So you can't have it both ways, baby. Like you have to be sturdy in your ability to provide
do that.
to meet my needs.
And provision,
for me to be
and I
needed.
think and provision is not just monetarily.
It's
exactly.
It's
and niggas
more
think that
than
bitches be talking about money. It's them. Them niggas be pushing money. Like
I'm sorry, y'all not going to tear niggas down right now.
We're not tearing them down.
No, but it's
so
true.
Hold on. Like y'all talking about rise to the occasion.
They gotta
or just show up.
How do you want to be needed, but you can't provide the
what
need?
You want them to do?
But this is the thing. This isn't what we
Word.
No.
Be a man. Stand up.
Issue is that men want to be needed, and I'm mad, and they mad that I don't need them. But the things that I would need, like they provide.
Like okay, cool, right? Like all right, I need all the designer shit, right? Now I'm buying it for myself already.
I mean, it's giving Aga, but let's see.
Prada, Aga,
okay,
all the things,
the new Miu Miu's.
Okay,
see me on.
Man, you save space. You be like, nah, I'm gonna wait for my man to buy me that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You do that,
and like you know, I was at the Cartier store. They talking about you should get the one with the diamonds, and I was like, I can afford it, but I want my man to buy me that one. I'm gonna get this one with this little cute 2000. I'm gonna pay the expensive one for him.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying, like,
could have
but
paid
it's like
for it,
you
but
know,
I'd
like
rather him.
I do want things that my nigga to buy, right? Like there's gonna be like I do, but I want you to be able to afford. Like if you can afford that, and you can like, yes, I can afford everything for myself. Be clear, like whatever I want, I can buy. But do I want you to be able to buy it for me? Yes. Do I want you to be able to provide a house for me, provide safety, to know that you need to walk on the outside of the motherfucking sidewalk? Yes.
Child.
You know, niggas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Niggas don't even know the basics. Like
I was just about to say, even let's take it back to the basics, right? We're not talking about no Cartier and fucking shit like that. Men, that's what I said. It's not a tearing down. It's like.
Listening.
What is if there is a need, right? And if you know I like work really hard and I'm really really busy or something like that, like make
what
dinner.
What you want to do? Rub your feet?
No, you don't got to do that.
Make dinner.
I can fucking get a massage. Order dinner.
Or don't ask me what dinner is.
Yeah,
like you now I gotta make another decision. Nigga, I
don't want to make
day
what if
making
it's like a
decisions.
group decision?
No, I don't even want to think about it. You know
like,
what I eat. You know my dietary restrictions.
What I like. You know what I like. You know what I'm saying? Like
you know my dietary restrictions.
Not you don't want to think. I just want the dinner there.
Yes, but sometimes it's not like. But people who are in these women who are in these powerful roles and stuff like that and doing things and really have a lot going on. You know, like
on the pod.
You don't want to think.
Like I don't want to have to come home and be like. Now I got and don't get me wrong, because there's gonna be times when I want to, like, and that's the thing. That's the other thing is like,
and that.
You never like people don't get to that level where I want to be so, because like I don't like cooking, but I might cook for a nigga, like but like like shit. Let me cook
I don't know how to make oxtail, boo. I make it for you.
I want to I want to treat a nigga like my love language is gift giving. Like I want to do that shit for a type
I knew
of
gifts was in your love language.
Like I want to be able to buy you shit. There's been shit where I've looked at like, damn, I wish I had a nigga. I would buy this shit for him. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
you like buying too?
Yes, like I like buying shit. I like going places, like treating, like I'm gonna treat you to a nice date and all that. But like.
No, you're my man.
But you're my man. It's not a trick.
It's not tricking.
Like I'm saying, because at this point you have done
We
it
ain't
for
going
me.
half though. No shade.
Right. We're not going half.
Sorry, Daryl. Y'all can do that. Ain't no way in hell I'm going half.
No
Listen
half.
to episode 230 and find out what me and Ronica go half.
I'm not going half. I'm absolutely not splitting.
But like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't mind treating my nigga. Like, I want you to feel like
you paying for
like,
dinner.
Yeah, like,
Yes.
like okay, like
Del first goes.
Nigga,
It doesn't matter.
5-star because a bitch like
Brooklyn
gastronomy.
Chop
Okay.
House.
Oh, okay.
Period.
She said Brooklyn Chop House.
I said,
Ew,
Carbone.
no, and I was like, you know me. I texted. Oh, never mind. Sorry, let me not do that.
Nah, it's
So
real
wait,
friends on the show, y'all.
Right, literally.
It's real friends on the show.
Real friends on the
I thought we was
show.
having a real conversation. So actually, yeah, right. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. So I got a little carried away. I was like, bitch, remember?
I'm gonna say it too much.
So make sure y'all hit the backwoods. You know,
Oh my God.
Yes.
roll
So make
on
sure you
up
roll
because
your weed
obviously we
backwoods.
have.
There was a post from my fave spiritual world we were talking about, and so it said it's really not fun to be with someone who can't provide and do the same. Sorry, y'all know I can't read. It's really not fun to be with someone who can't provide and do for you the same way you do for them. You start to resent the things y'all can't do and time they don't have and places y'all can't go. And eventually it's just like ellipses. My life can be better than this. And so a man responds to this and says, I've never heard a man say this relationship isn't fun, in air quotes, because she won't take him to Bora Bora and buy him Balenciagas. Not Aunt in the back laughing. I truly feel for men because this is ridiculous, LMAO. Relationships are about the people in it, not the material things they can get out of it.
Bitch.
I wasn't even done. Like, what? But it goes to what you just said.
Yeah.
Like, also, date who makes sense for you.
Exactly.
Don't get a nigga out your league. Don't get a bitch out your league.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's the problem with most niggas. Niggas will be dating the secretary. So no, the secretary can't afford the shit you can buy her. If you the partner and you dating a secretary, she cannot afford the dates that you want to go on.
Or the CEO.
Right? Like it's like yes, you dated the secretary, you bought her out. And now this bitch sitting at home, you talking about something like now you talking about something
Now
like
you don't want to bum bitch.
Right. Now you don't want to bum bitch.
But you want it to be needed.
That was your
Make
fault.
up your
Exactly.
mind.
And
But
it's
you want it to be needed.
And again,
Make up your
going back
mind.
to the basics, niggas be talking, I always say cheating is a rich man sport.
it is.
Come on now.
But broke niggas do it all the time.
And they do.
But it should
And
be.
but it's a rich man niggas because cheat on me, nigga, you gonna be hurt. I promise you.
Drop
'Cause
5 stacks on
'cause
the
I've cheated
makeup
before.
bag.
Before you did, just to make sure.
Just to make sure.
It's giving a cast fact post. It's like, cheat just in case.
At the screen. Make sure you're watching on YouTube because the point.
I gotta go. Let me roll up.
She said,
perfect.
I heard that cheat just in case.
Wow.
Heard you said.
But and let me be clear. All right, I ain't a real cheater, y'all. If there's some niggas that really want me. That's my old ways. But
all my old ops fucking with my new ops.
I'm so dead.
Ghetto.
So dead.
What song is that?
Dirt.
Yeah. But no.
That's my shit.
That's my shit.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cute.
cute.
Don't
It's cute.
say
Respond- yeah,
the shit about Vaughn.
Hey.
Hey, I be rocking it. Shit. If he 6 Poppy playing it, hood shit.
Shout out to 6 Poppy.
6 is probably really a rapper girlfriend.
Whole rap
Yeah.
playlist dedicated.
He really
to
Doing
her.
them dance.
Literally.
Hey.
With the 40-inch Birkin.
Yes. Birkin. Yes.
That's such a large Birkin, just be clear. I was like, that's very massive. It's bopping everybody in the head.
Not bopping everybody in the head.
Like,
Suitcase.
damn.
No, but cheating
All the
should be.
But you know, like niggas like to be like, oh, like woo woo, like no, like they be like, oh yeah, because I remember I seen a tweet a long time ago, and it was like, your grandfather cheated on your grandma, but you forget them niggas were taking care of 2 households, without question.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas can better take care of yourself.
That part.
Did y'all see the Gerard Carmichael special? What is it called?
Yeah.
Yeah, his real name, and like that story with his mother.
Yeah.
And the dad like kept that shit from the mother from how long was it for? Like
Years.
it wasn't like 20 or something.
Something like that,
'Cause
baby.
They met as adults.
Yeah. But the point is that niggas was
he
able to
could-
take care
yeah.
of 2 households,
2 households.
Yeah.
on their own income. Wasn't taking shit from the house. Nothing
Yeah.
like the main house was still steady.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas can barely take care of yourselves and want to cheat and then be mad when, like, no, like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, let's be clear. If you want those old stereotypical ways, you want a housewife, you want somebody clean, make sure you can take care of the house without me paying no bills.
Yeah.
Make sure if I decide tomorrow I don't want to work, I don't have to.
Right.
Make sure
if I
that
want to be barefoot and pregnant
that I can.
You can hold me down.
You can hold me down. Like, make sure that you bringing in the bacon.
I'm getting Rihanna, and I'm still wearing designer. Pregnant.
Hello, like,
but they wasn't doing that then.
I mean,
like,
no,
but the women were still working.
Extra now.
I was like, time out.
Extra, but
no. The grandmas did not work, and the reason why they had to stay was because women could not. You couldn't have a bank account till 1960.
Right, but I think it was very basic, right? It was giving house food, water. Like, there was no. You might have been making.
My grandmama had jewelry. I got the finest jewels from my grandma. My mom, rest in peace. She, Herma Jean was the doll. She had all her little gold. I made some money off of that because I'd sold it when I went to Paris.
Okay. Fly you out.
Not Mama Jean. But I think the norm though is like I said, it's giving like necessities.
Oh no, yes, absolutely. But like I said, niggas can barely take care of themselves. Or necessitize anything for me and my child. Like, you over here cheating and got another bitch pregnant, and you know niggas have six and 7 kids. For what? Like, you can't afford these kids. But the reason why it's so acceptable because remember, the kids be staying with the mama.
Well, I mean, I think in general we just losing recipes. Like, I think
absolutely.
Yeah.
They said, like, again, I hate to go back to Ladies Who List, but like, what's her name? Kimbrough, with her last name.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful girl. Super, obviously, like, does well in her career, talented, all of the accolades, all of the things. Yeah. And like, there was actually a TikTok going around about, like, if you move to Atlanta, you have to share a nigga. Like, and I feel like that is low key becoming more. And I saw like a few. Now I love TikToks. I'm always on there. And so I went down a whole rabbit hole of women being like, yeah, they right. Like, you're sharing, and they're being. I actually would rather a man be honest
if you want a
about
particular type of man.
Very true, because there was a
lot of y'all don't want a blue collar man. You don't want a man who works at UPS. You don't want a man who works at sanitation. You don't want. You want
if you want a man that has a very and I hate to bring up this man's name, but Kevin Samuels.
Oh gosh.
And there was that one recently that was floating around, and he said if you're like over 35 and you want a man with a particular type of lifestyle. Now I listened to every word. He said a particular type of lifestyle, you have to share him. And everybody's like, oh, da da da. And I was like, no, he's right. Like, I hate to admit it. I agree. Like, but keep in mind the caveat is a particular type of lifestyle. Yeah. Not if you want a man after 30, like, obviously you can get him. And low key, you can't get a man after 35 with a particular type of lifestyle. But
I think there's some men who I believe you can. I think it's giving pessimist.
Yeah,
definitely giving pessimist.
It's just he's not going to be wrapped up in some like pretty bow.
Exactly.
But like, in all fairness, are you wrapped up in a pretty bow? Exactly. No, and that's no shame.
Right.
Like, we have to be honest with ourselves about what
Absolutely.
we also are bringing to this table.
Right. Like, I know I have an aggressive personality. Like. It's definitely given. That's what it's given.
Party, we in the building. We in the.
Not true.
That's me. It's like I'm gonna be out. Like if you want a bitch that's want to stay home every weekend and blah blah, that ain't me. Like I'm ready to be out. I'm ready to be out with the girls. I'm ready to be coming home drunk. Tell you something, suck your dick. Like via text. Like let's go. Like after brunch. Like. What's tea? Why you still got clothes on when I come in the house? Like that's how I'm trying to pull up.
Yeah, but she's aggressive.
Yeah,
exactly.
Why you still got clothes on? Just was like,
wow.
Am I getting wet? Why you still got clothes on?
Ooh, that's what you
want me to take off? What you want me to take off?
Yes. I'm in the Uber. Why you still got clothes on?
My God.
Well, I'm about to use that one.
Oh my God. The deli undone that. I can't. I cannot.
So, I want to be out. I'm going to travel. I want to still go with my girls, but I still want to have daytime. I still want to be like, oh, boo, let's go on a date. Let's, I want to be outside, like, with my nigga. Like, but if you a homebody, it's not for me. Because I don't like being home all the time. Like, don't get me wrong. I love a nice quiet night at home occasionally, but
and to catch up on your TV shows.
Yeah, exactly. But like, if you want to be home every weekend,
it's like it's not gonna work.
It's
Again, that's why you have to
do
date
what's good for
somebody
you.
who fits your damn lifestyle. I think we've said it before. Like, love is not enough. And it's just, it's not,
as my friend Mama said, I'll never forget. It's the funniest thing she said to me. She said, "Lexi, that's my friend name. Love don't pay the bills." And I said, "Wow,
it don't.
A word."
And we both it don't.
A scripture is from John verse 9.
I can't.
Or Job.
Not Job. I was like, who is he in the Bible? Well, we were supposed to do an icebreaker, child, but we done broke the ice. I
mean, you can still break it.
We gonna break the ice.
Break it some
and
more.
we have a Black History, Black History version of Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Black History, because it is Black History every day.
Every day.
365.
Okay, like a McDonald's commercial.
Remember, fuck, kill, marry.
Fuck, kill, marry. Okay. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Louis Farrakhan.
Oh my God.
We are in Harlem, but all these damn prominent street names. I don't know. I didn't know 7th Avenue was Adam Clayton Powell.
Right.
That is.
So we said Malcolm X.
Yeah.
What's 8th?
Martin.
Frederick Douglass?
Mm-hmm. So we said Malcolm X, Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King.
Louis Farrakhan.
Louis
I said
Farrakhan.
Frederick Douglass.
Who you fucking?
Probably fucking Malcolm.
Yeah.
He was type
laying
fine.
that dick.
He was type
fucking
fine.
these hoes.
Definitely laying it down. You know, he was giving me the word of Islam. I was whatever.
They said, I would have not ate pork for that nigga. Okay.
Wait, you say you fucking Martin?
No, I said
No,
Malcolm.
she said Malcolm. Yeah.
No, I heard Malcolm.
Yeah.
I said I'm thinking
Malcolm.
I'm a married Martin.
Oh,
Right, 'cause you
okay.
said he was fucking hoes. I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, no,
no,
Martin
really?
was fucking
Yeah,
hoes.
Martin
My
was,
bad.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
said Malcolm X was type fine. You know, he was kind
He
of like
was real fine.
exactly. So I said,
super fun.
Girl,
Oh
he
my
right
God, there's a
behind
picture of
you.
him right
I know.
here.
I'm looking at him right
Wow.
here. Like,
you know,
He was so
It's
fine.
giving
he was
action.
so fine.
it's giving hot that
Yeah.
pussy for a real nigga.
Okay, move.
Why you still got clothes on?
R.I.P.
I'm never gonna be able to live that down.
Take that suit off.
Not take that suit. What nigga got
Put those bean pies down.
Yeah. Malcolm X.
Walk down 125th real quick.
I'm
Just come down 125th. Come down 125th.
Holla at me real quick.
Now she gets smacked on her ass with the final call. Child. I can't. You know what? I cannot.
And then I'm gonna have to kill Louis Farrakhan. No
Yeah,
offense.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Nah,
It's all right. Yeah.
Shout out to the Muslims.
The Muslims. Giving Ixnay.
Yeah.
On the
You was
Muslim
so you
day.
gonna marry Martin Luther King?
Yeah, you know.
Wow. She's giving Coretta. Okay, I get it.
Not Coretta.
You know, it's giving Southern Belle.
Yeah.
It is. It really. It is.
I see it. I get it.
She
I
gonna be
get
having
it.
on her big church lady
You know,
hat.
Right in the front.
We just talked about that. You know, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I low key can see. I could see Mayne marrying like a deacon or like a bishop. You know, I don't know all the rankings in the church, but
Like
like
a mega church.
I can. Yes, for sure, for sure. I
let's
can
give it mega
absolutely.
Yeah.
because you know
With the
she
Rolls
loves
Royce.
like she like you gonna have all your colors and
And
I
that's
your
the
can't,
hat.
I
son
can't wait
that
to unleash
inherited
my
the
old
church.
lady
Yes.
church gear, okay? We just talked about that the other day. I cannot wait
It's
to
like
unleash.
unlocking the last level.
Yeah, it's like
a bad bitch.
Like bad bitch stuff. It's like when a bitch come out with the matching hat with the motherfucking suit.
Yes.
With the motherfucking suit.
You know, I'm gonna have my little lifts on because you know,
Wow.
my little matching lift. You know, it's gonna be. I'm gonna get it dyed properly to the right color.
I'm
A
dead.
what? A lift?
I'm dead.
My heels. You know, my little lift.
Oh my
when
God.
I'm
I
old.
was
she
like,
old.
what? Oh, I'm dead.
You know, so I'm gonna get them dyed. You know, get the white one, the little satin one. You can dye. You can match it to your suits.
You know what?
The last level.
We literally would talk about that, and it's like I would probably dress exactly the same. And I remember I said I was gonna be wearing like Golden Girls sweatsuits.
Yes, sweatsuits and shirts.
Swish, swish. I was gonna.
I mean,
wear,
I
like,
get
the
it.
bright
Comfort over
ones.
everything.
Yeah, I'm just
It's
having my
giving
little
fashion
Reeboks.
kills.
I'm gonna just be walking in with like coffee, like, "Hey girls, what's up?"
With coffee.
Golden Girl sweatsuit.
Like, I got my lavender coffee, y'all.
And
What's
it's
up?
getting-
Literally, same thing.
It's giving
lavender coffee.
extravagant sleeve shirts for me.
Right? Yeah, and I'm like, okay, where we going? Like, okay, we're gonna get our nails done. I feel like that's only like you do like calm activities then.
Oh, bitch,
of
we still
course.
going to brunch. We still turning up a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah.
I'm dead.
And smoking hookah.
Hello,
The grandma? I'm not doing that.
My mama still be. My mama. She's a newfound smoker. A newfound hookah.
on,
Your
Baby
mama
D.
smoking hookah?
Yeah, she made us get her a hookah and everything.
I love that.
Baby D be like, can y'all set up my hookah for me? I be like, girl.
She burned the coals on everything.
Shisha, smoking on Zaza, smoking on ZZs. What the
Baby D be in the house like, I mean, she can't smoke. She can't pull shit, but she be.
You know, a little something, something.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I be like this.
Where is Shisha?
Going there.
Where is Shisha?
I can't.
Looking for a bad bitch.
Look, I'm telling y'all.
I was like, nah, with the Shisha.
Come to the real Maryland, not Baltimore, please.
So what would you tell your younger
Disclaimer.
self? What we don't do.
Moving right along.
Okay.
Disclaimer:
Right.
the real Maryland,
Girl.
definitely-
PG County, Pretty Girl County, what they call
You're
it.
lumped in with all those other counties and cities. So what would you tell your younger self?
Because you can't say Maryland.
Right. Hello.
Maryland.
We're our
No.
own state.
What would you tell your younger self, girl?
He said, I'm not going to do this with you.
What would I tell my younger self? I would tell my younger self. I would probably tell her to actually date more. Because when I was younger, I mean, I have been this Mayne since I was like young. Like even in high school and middle school was like, fuck niggas, get money. It was really like awesome. Like it is what it is. If you can do something for me, great. If you can't, whatever. Being well over 30 now and realizing like, oh, like it's a lot harder to date, a lot harder to meet people. I would definitely tell my younger self to try to date a little bit more and take a little bit more seriously. But shit, a bitch still having fun. The bitch still cute.
Oh.
I heard that.
Purr.
I'm actually shocked you said that. I feel like
Because I feel like you date.
I mean, I do, but I mean, like I said, like to take it more seriously, right? When I was younger, like to actually like date, like for real. For my last boyfriend was like, I guess
wait, to date
freshman
more
year.
seriously or just to like casually?
I mean, to date more seriously, right?
Okay,
like,
I'm thinking casually.
Sorry,
okay.
yes. Let me be very specific. To date more seriously, right? Like, yes, I was dating and talking to niggas, but like my last like real boyfriend was like senior in high school, freshman college.
I mean, it's hard.
Like, and I mean, I've had other niggas that wanted to date me, and I just kind of like was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, I mean, I'm out here, like you not on the wave I want to be on. Niggas want to stay in certain cities or whatever. Like again, like I lived in DC, North Carolina, Paris, New York. Like a bitch has been moving, so and I've never been afraid to like live anywhere else. So if you not ready to like get up and go, it's very much hard for me to understand that.
Yeah.
Like to understand like, oh no, I want to stay in North Carolina. Like, no, this shit is slow as shit. Like I left North Carolina the day after my graduation. Like it was like, all right,
I'm done with this.
thanks for the ass, deuces.
I get it. I left a month after I graduated, so I feel you.
So it was like, I was ready to get back to the fast city of DC, be at the clubs every night, every weekend, like ready to go, be back on rotation. So for me, it was just like, and then like again, like I said, like I remember I had a nigga ask me, "Why you moving to Paris?" And I said, "Why not?"
Why?
Yeah.
But I mean, because like like you think about it, like niggas don't realize like
but people only know what their area
what you're
is.
used to. Like
trying-
you. When's the last time you heard of a most likely a black person moving across the fucking to Europe to live, like, and not knowing when they were gonna come back?
Not recently.
Like, remember when Kiara did it, and I was like, "I'm sorry, what?"
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, she was just like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm
She
leaving."
might actually
and she
be the
moved
last
to
person.
Yeah, she
I
like,
know.
she was just like, "I'm moving to London."
Yeah, and that's literally what it was for me. It was like,
I was like,
I'm moving
"Oh
to
my
Paris."
God. She's like, "I've always wanted to do it. I'm young."
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah,
That was my.
It is the why
And
not.
that was my question. Was like, I'm young. I didn't have any kids. I didn't have like a serious boyfriend at the time. Like it wasn't like I was leaving.
That was
anything.
her. Yeah.
My mom was like, do it. And again, I attribute all of that to my mother, who also traveled when she was young. Right, like her parents bought her for her graduation gift from high school a trip to Europe for and again, this is like in the 60s, 70s, right? So like like so that's what I say, like,
wow,
I've always been raised in this like mentality,
right.
So it was never
Take more risks.
Yeah.
So like, and I also want us to teach our kids and teach people to, it's okay to live an easy lifestyle. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to spend money. It's okay to enjoy. Go buy that shit you want.
Yeah.
Not to not save. Be clear. Make sure you're not spending all your money in one place.
Yeah.
Right. Don't want to do that.
Right. But I'm saying
But treat yourself.
People be like, oh, I need to have $100,000 in my savings account. Like, if it's not unless you're buying a house, what do we like?
Yeah.
Make sure you have a reason to be saving. Like, let's be clear. Always save to save, but
be intentional with the saving.
But yeah, like enjoy life. Like don't not enjoy life because you saving for nothing. Yeah. Like you just
this
saving.
This is the best my savings has ever looked. I'm proud of myself.
Right, but it's like good. Like you want it to look good because you got shit going on.
Just look at it.
Right,
just
like
looking at it like one day you all gonna be gone.
Right,
but
exactly.
It's for something, but it's all gonna be.
But it's nice to see it. But then once you get that, treat yourself. Like be okay with like we going on a motherfucking trip and I'm doing all the works. And that's okay. And that's okay. Like
I have trouble.
Be like, I want to get those glasses. Bitch, I just bought new sunglasses this weekend, and I just had to buy them. They was fire. They was expensive, but they was fire.
Treat
as
yourself.
Long as you don't regret it.
Right.
Treat me like I treat me.
And literally, it's giving.
Low key never gonna happen. I feel like.
Treat me like I treat me.
Yeah, because I treat myself.
Okay.
Hello.
But that's because I treat myself down. Okay.
And that's the problem. Is like again, people always be.
That's the name of the episode. Treat me like I treat me.
Treat me like I treat me.
Because I'm gonna go on a trip. The doll is looking a trip, whether it's with you or without you. Be clear.
Right.
I've gone on solo trips, group trips.
All of it.
If I say I'm gonna go on a trip, you ain't gotta worry about me pulling out. Just know I'm gonna get the ticket, whether it's last minute, first minute.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm a flake.
That's bad.
I'm a flake ass bitch.
I'm a flake ass bitch.
You be pulling up.
I do.
Oh, you be pulling up and showing out. Stop.
Yeah, she
Tierra
want to be a flake so bad.
Tierra
She be trying to be so fake lazy so bad.
she be pulling up
all the time.
Hey, every time.
Every time.
What do you know for sure?
I ain't see Tierra miss shit yet.
Right.
But okay.
Showing up, Pooh.
Okay.
Oh my god. No, yeah, it's just y'all right. Not for y'all. No shade. Yeah, I was like, I make everything y'all do. Yeah. You right.
I'm like,
you a good friend.
Yeah, you right. If other people just be like, no, I don't want to do that.
I mean, even as bad as she complains, she gonna complain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
the
know
whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just followed her because I was like, you know what I'm talking about. But,
yes.
Sunshine on me. But what do you know for sure?
What I know for sure? I'm a bad bitch.
Come on now.
I love it.
Big purr.
The biggest purr.
The biggest purr.
And whoever get this,
blessed, lucky
they
man.
lucky. They blessed.
I actually
love
was
it.
listening to Destiny's Child. No, so I was listening to Future on my way to the gym. You know, he love you better, and I was like, niggas that say that you ain't gonna find nobody better than them is so toxic. So when I left the gym, I was listening to If Destiny's Child, and you know, they like if you're never gonna find. Yeah. I was like, that's right, and then I was like, oh, I'm doing the same shit. But I was because I was like, oh, it's real different when the woman's singing. Because I was like, niggas, you can find another nigga.
The difference is that for real, like. And technically, I feel like it's probably more true for men than it is for women. But a nigga, you know, he who find a man find a wife, right? A good woman. I mean, he find a good woman finds a wife, right? Like, and most of the time, niggas always come back. Let's be very fucking clear. A woman is never really going back to a nigga. When's the last time you see most women be like, oh, like I wish I should have never let him go, blah blah. Like once she has let him go, she has found better. She's done better for herself.
So I'm sorry to cut you off. You saying women don't go back to men?
Not all the time. I'm saying most of the time. Not as much as men come back to women. Like men will be. I have niggas from high school, middle school, college, whatever, still on my line, and I didn't even fuck half those niggas. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, sometimes I think that's ego, right? For men, and I hate to say it like that, but I was like, this is a conversation, obviously, for men or for a man, but also one man ain't gonna speak for all of men,
right?
But what I do feel like is that is more ego. To me, I think men marry based off of timing, like whoever is there at the time that they're ready. Yeah. It's not about like who you love the most. It's about
I know, but
who is here when I'm ready.
No, but what I will say is that a nigga will still tell you. I don't care if they're married or not.
No, I've heard that.
But let's be clear, a nigga will still tell you if they married or not. Like, I should have married you years later.
Yeah, but I'm like, Ty, I'm sorry, I do need you to weigh in on this. Yeah, literally. I was like,
Ty,
literally, like
I'm
Ty.
high. He been smoking backwoods with us.
Just shake your
I
head.
was like, y'all ain't tapped me in 2 years.
Right. Like now y'all want to tap me in. Are men marrying more with timing or love?
Timing, absolutely.
I wouldn't say timing because there's really no, like how y'all talked about with having kids. And
No, it's not.
Not that.
No, we talking about
when
the
you're
time
ready.
When you're ready.
When a man
you
is
feel
like secure in whatever it is, like career wise, like and not this is not all men obviously, but like when a man is whatever he feels like he needs whatever to finally settle down.
It's like I call it like taking yourself out the game. Like all right, like
yeah, it's timing.
I'm not ready to be on the court shooting no more. Then yes,
it's timing. Yes,
but it doesn't mean you find. You might be in a like
no exactly
intentional now. Like all right, I gotta
no exactly
hone
no
in on finding something more.
No, but it's not that. It's not that. But it's we both like it's timing.
Yeah, like it's timing. Like and I agree. It's
sorry,
very much
Ty. You attribute it to the time.
Yeah, it's like when you ready,
It's okay.
you ready. Like if a nigga's not ready, he's not ready, and that's clear.
I like to check.
But what I will say
input.
is that a nigga will still come back, no matter if he's married or not, and say, "I lost out on you." Like, because
you weren't for the time.
Because you wasn't for the time. Because I've seen so many niggas do it. I've heard niggas tell me like, "Oh, I should have really married such and such. Or I should really get back with like she's married now." Blah blah blah. But like, it's just like most of the time, it really be the women who really be having upper hand in most relationships, and we just don't realize that shit.
Interesting.
The P is for power. Another P word.
Not like that because that scares me.
Yeah, I don't want to put pressure on you to be with me.
In the sense of like, oh, if you do this, I'm out. But it's like if you know you got a good one, you're gonna be like, let me make sure I do what I need to do because if I can't keep playing the same. You know what I'm saying?
But niggas don't realize they have a good one until it's too late a lot of times.
Yeah, that's what.
And so it's giving an ultimatum, which again I said I didn't want to talk about.
But my point is that again. It be about timing, right? But niggas will let a bitch go away. But again, like I said, the woman always has the power because at the end of the day, that nigga gonna come back regardless and say, "Damn, I fuck," or tell his niggas.
But I feel like, but to me, honestly, I think it's like hearsay. It's so easy to just say something, right? You're not actually gonna act on it.
Oh
yeah, the same thing. I feel like her, but it's like okay, that's cute. Like they're just words.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I don't take it because I don't give a damn. But my theory is like at the end of the day, like. I've never wanted any of the niggas back that wanted me back. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's been like, oh, like, damn, like, ooh, like, I should have did this, da-da-da-da, like, oh, like, I miss you, or when we gonna have kids together. Nigga, never.
It's giving shit. First of all, I feel like we have not done. I'm not saying that this is male bashing. Okay, it is. But we have not done one of these in so long.
This type of
male,
episode?
yeah.
Oh no, I've been very quiet because I'm just don't have shit to say.
This is not applicable to you.
It's not. That's why
I feel like you was learning shit. I'm like, yeah.
No, I have been. Everything I do is in half. Ain't that right?
In half.
My God. Okay. Well, the quote is. It actually, you said something too. As a kid, I fantasized about fame. As a younger adult, I fantasized about wealth. Now I fantasize about a life of ease. I want a life where my worth is not tied to my productivity. I get the rest my body needs, and I don't have to sacrifice time with loved ones to survive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Move.
Treat yourself.
Don't
cheat yourself.
+1.
Yeah, +1. I know. I just like figured out what that meant. But
+1.
+1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, it's giving. I'm +15.
It's like I can have all those things. I just want to chill and be comfortable and be.
And that's
fine.
it's like I want a life of luxury, a life of lap. Where I just ease.
Yeah.
I want peace.
I want to float.
I have one word: peace.
Yeah.
I want a life of peace.
Like that's it, and that's all.
Mayne, where can people find you?
_ Gucci Mayne on most platforms.
Not most.
I love it.
And it's MAYNE, not MANE.
Right.
A lot of people, and also I am not equivalent to the rapper. Believe me, in my first couple of years of Twitter, everybody was sending me demo mixtapes, and even during the Jeezy and Gucci mix verses, niggas was also adding me in their stories. It's very strange.
I love it.
Now she get at it because of Gucci.
I'm dead.
But it's _ Gucci Mane. He is LaFlair 1017.
Right.
Please,
the fact that they don't know.
Not LaFlair 7. Girl, goodbye.
I know that man's IG name, but yes.
Bye.
But yes.
Peace out.